What is up, everyone? Oh my god, has it been too long since we have played a game? What, like 2 weeks now, I think it's been? So, it feels good to be back. If you can call it that. Being back, that is. Right now, I'm currently bundled up in a jacket because it's 40-something degrees out here. And just raining and sucky weather. So, gotta love it. Of course. Because if you don't, you go mad. We're not used to this kind of cold weather in the south, if you can believe that mess. Alright, let's do this. Maybe I can bounce off. Alright. So we got a lot to fill you in on. Life has not slowed down one bit. So we'll try our best to get somewhere, and I'll explain my best to you. So, and this just sucks nuts. Wow, terrible range on this. I knew I was going to get hit by that too. So anyway, to kind of begin where I've been this whole time, for those of my fellow working Americans, or anyone for that matter, you know how bad the holidays get in retail. I mean, there's just no stopping that at all. So you probably understand the pain when I say we've been getting ready for Black Friday. For those that don't work retail, I envy you in a sense, but at the same time, you're missing out on a lot, so, well then. Let's change our bullets first, and then we'll retry that. But anyway, I like that. Let's do this and this. Okay. Perfect. Alright, let's try this again. Anyway, for those of you that don't work retail, like I said, I kind of envy you, but at the same time, I mean, like, you're not really missing much, so I don't know. Maybe it's just more or less like I miss spending time with my family during holidays, because we don't get a day off, that is. I mean, our days off are limited at best. Thankfully, we have a new store manager here who's very family friendly, and he believes that we all deserve, no matter what, to spend time with our family. So thankfully, we at least get some part of Thanksgiving off, but because the holiday, Black Friday that is, has become so overlooked, I guess, or more so has become so synonymous with shopping rather than family that it's easier. Wow, that was pretty bad. Let's try this again. That it's more accustomed to just plan on shopping than it is to plan your turkey day. So because of that, we will be having our sales. We've been kind of getting ready, you know, seeing the scheduling, seeing kind of what we're to be expected of, what the items will be on sale. That also includes for us getting ready. And by getting ready, I mean like unboxing, packaging, making counts, making sure that we actually have the product that's supposed to go on sale. Trying to see what else. I mean, there's been so much stuff going on this week alone. It's been absolutely insane. I don't trust this thing one bit. Like, at all. Wow. Especially for right now, my department is, at the current moment, I'm still running toys. So because of that, we've been kind of unboxing and getting ready, really preparing ourselves for the worst of the worst right now. One of my good friends that I've been working with, he is in charge of the electronics department. So because of that, he's got several boxes of movies he's having to go through right now. And work through those as well. Wow. So close to the end, just still sucking. And I feel bad for him. I really do, because it's rough to do this by yourself. And each of us who run a department are expected to basically do all of this by themselves. Now, we do have finally an assistant manager that's helping out. And I'm appreciative of that. Don't get me wrong. And with a new store manager who understands that this is time for family, not for sales, unlike the company, you know, that's thankful too. And kind of nice. It's a different change that we're used to. But there's only so much you can do by yourself. But anyway, that's just been one small portion of it. Another has been that I was supposed to have been out of the toy department this previous Saturday. Which means that, unfortunately, the young lady that did have her baby, and I'm not going to be at all upset about the fact she wants to spend time with her child, is spending time with her child. I mean, she did get a maternity leave. Just because I didn't take mine doesn't mean that I should get upset that someone that can take theirs did. Just to me personally, and, you know, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, I would get bored. That's just me personally. I have to stay busy. I'm one of those people. Or very much one of those people. Like, if my hands are not doing something, I'm not being productive for the day. I know it's a weird thing to think about. But even on my days off, where I'm not supposed to be thinking about work, I've got a multitude of plans. Like today, we usually this time of day, I'll spend time with my family. We'll kind of chill out with my daughter, who I haven't seen all week, especially now. She goes to daycare now, so spending time with her has been pretty rare. And not in a bad way, don't get me wrong. I mean, again, me and my wife work, so there's only so much you can do. Whoa, that's new. And dead. I don't know which way to go. Bam, we did it. Only got one piece of health taken out. So we do get to enjoy time with her, and let's see how we did. B, not too bad. But usually I'll spend time, like, you may hear it in the background now, and I do apologize for that. We've got some laundry going. We've got, I've got a plan for Wednesday when I'm actually off, cleaning up the house a little bit. You know, just doing adult things, I guess the best way to say it. Just because you have a day off doesn't mean you get to completely relax, shut down, and do nothing. As nice as it would be. Very, very nice, actually. Alright, let's see. What can we afford? Looks like one thing. that would be pretty cool. Let's take it. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I should have left toys, but hey, you know what? What is what is. I'm not going to complain about it. It wouldn't do any good if I did, in all honesty. Alright, let's see if we can't do this time too. I'm kind of excited about having the opportunity to still stay in toys. Like I said before, you know, I'm very much like the biggest adult kid you could ever find. I'm bad when it comes to this stuff. I like helping parents find toys that their kids would enjoy playing with. And I kind of like seeing, you know, what the new toys are out. What are kids playing with nowadays? Because to me, some of this stuff just doesn't make sense. Like, there's this toy out there right now, and some adults will probably be like, yes, I understand, you know, my child wants this, and I can't ever find it. I can see why. But secondly, we have these things called fingerlings, and they are supposedly like, finger puppets that are animated by sight and sound. Don't ask me. I don't know. We got one of the rare ones in a couple days ago. And thankfully my third shift stalkers were very kind. And they're like, yeah, we'll put it back in the back for you. Because, you know, we got some online orders and we're trying to be kind of take care of those guys first rather than our in-store customers. Because, I mean, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes not. But, I mean, these things are just nuts. So, the company has put, our company has put a limit as to, a purchase limit. Like they did with the NES Classic, the Super NES Classic, some other things like that. And it's sad that we've had to impose this limit, but at the same time, I was looking online, and one of my friends again from work was showing me where people were selling them and price gouging ridiculously. I mean, we're talking $70, $80 over what they're worth because they can. I don't understand it. I mean, you're telling some child that they can't have a Christmas or that they can't have something that they particularly want because it's money to you. I knew I was going to... Let's retry that. A great plan and then some. I just don't get how people can come in and do something like that. Now, I understand we have this baby doll. It's called a Love-A-Bella doll. It's creepy, to say the least. And I've seen both the African-American version and the blonde version. They're both creepy. It's not just one or the other. It has these almost lifelike features, but at the same time, they're just odd. It's an odd choice for design, especially for a children's baby. Of course, I grew up with a Billy friend doll. I think that's what his name was. Buddy the friend doll. That they turned Chucky into, that whole movie set, to kind of give you an idea visually what I'm talking about. So I can't say much about creepiness, because they did make an entire terrible movie series on this because of how weird he looks. But I can't say that about the Love-A-Bella dolls. They haven't done that just yet. Give it time, and Annabelle Part 6 will be all about that. Or Saw 9 will have something to do with the new Love-A-Bella doll. That'll be the new doll that Jigsaw uses. Anyway, but they're ranging in price now to, let's see, I think we've got them They're regularly like $100, and we've got them for, I want to say, $80 maybe. Now, with something like that, it's a very high quality doll. So I can see paying $100. Especially when you consider what you're getting, how much it's costing you. Oh, I can hit the underside of it. How neat. Except the fact that I'm going to get caught under here. Because they won't let me. Anyway. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents on that mess about Christmas. Especially since... Don't tell me I was close. Oh, I'm going to be so mad at myself for that. I had an opportunity to spend a Saturday in a costume. I'm trying not to be too specific here. Hopefully you can understand what I mean. Let's just say Christmas never waits till December anymore. And it doesn't. For some people, it's a good thing. I'm definitely one that will start playing Christmas music in like February because I miss it already, or August, or March. Just some of those odd, weird months. Like my roommate in college was, his sister started doing it, and I just ran right into that, and I know I did. His sister started doing it in June and went all the way through December because they were trying to go for a whole year. I'm not that crazy. At one point, there's only so much Christmas music you can listen to. But at the same time, I understand, you know, that Thanksgiving is all about the family. So I'm not too keen on trying to get Christmas here as fast as possible. But anyway, Santa came to our store, and I was excited to see him there and to see his interaction with the kids. Kind of get to know what kids want and stuff like that. And it was... wow. We are just not having fun here. And it's interesting to see a generational gap. Or even... I went right into that. Or even, say, like a gap in money. Like, you can tell the kids that came from money, the kids that didn't. Some wanted, like, a phone. And, of course, you know, that's something that comes with a bill all its own. It's not something that Santa can exactly afford, and kids don't understand that. All they know is their friends have one, they want one. Can't blame them for that. You want to be just like your friends, right? Jeez. But we had some kids who we had one in particular who just wanted their dad to get better for Christmas. It seems a little sad. I mean, it's a sad situation when you feel like you have to ask a complete stranger to help make your dad feel better. But, I don't know. It could just be me. Being weird like I usually am. But it was interesting to see that that's the only thing they wanted for Christmas. They didn't want a toy. They didn't want a phone. Like most other kids. They just wanted their family members to be better. And even I had some who were all about the toys, but they still wanted, like, cheap toys. Maybe because they think, you know, better in numbers than in the quality. It's, you know, it's not about what you get, it's if you enjoy it or not. Like for me, our daughter is going to experience her first Christmas this year. I do speak English, I swear. And she's going to be, let's see, she's 5 months, so 6 months when she finally hits it. So, wow. With that, I mean, we're not really going to go all out on Christmas for her. There's no point. It's more or less about the enjoyment of Christmas than anything else. Because at that point, it's more just getting to enjoy the fact that she's young and doesn't know what Christmas is than to say, this is Christmas. You're supposed to expect presents. Wow. Let's go back to the map, see there's another boss to fight. You know, we get to take her and she's already got her first picture of Santa. Which was awesome to experience. Alright, let's try this. Because right now I'm badly stuck, and I hate being stuck.
This match will get red hot. Here goes.
Let's go with this one. I like this one better. But that's what Christmas is about, you know? Kind of spending time and enjoying time with your family. And enjoying the mysteries. Not, hey, look, Mom, I want this, this, and this for Christmas. Or coming through and tearing up the toys department because you don't know any better. That's another humongous pet peeve of mine. I could preach on that for hours at a time if I had the chance. On kids who are very disrespectful of other people's work. Or, you know, I don't completely blame the child. I should. Because at some point, you have to be held responsible. Especially when you're like in your teens, you should know better by then. But when you're 4 and 5 years old, there's a difference in your understanding. You just see toys. Well, heck yeah, I get excited over toys too. Who doesn't? It's toys. But then, as a parent, you're supposed to be responsible for cleaning up from your child. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I am by myself in a humongous apartment. Toys is huge, really. Alright, let's try this one more time.
A great slam and then
Toys is huge. It's hard for one person to take care of this whole thing by themselves. And it does kind of look like a mess right now. And I bet, even though I was there on Saturday, when I come in on Sunday, or not Sunday, Monday, tomorrow, it's going to look like a mess. An absolute mess. I almost can lay money on a safe bet. I'll be $100 richer if somebody was dumb enough to take that bet. But at the same time, when do you learn to respect people's things? And when do you learn that, or when do you, as a parent, learn to take responsibility of a child and not let them run rampant and tear up just because it already looks like a mess? Doesn't mean that you can't prevent it from getting to be worse. So I feel like half the problem that I have, and that the new or returning associate will have as well, is that parents and children don't learn that they need to clean up after themselves. And when we do finally get it cleaned up, it doesn't stay that way due to children and adults both who refuse to clean it up. Or to clean up after themselves. Part of it is, of course, maintaining. If they could just maintain it a little bit, we'd be just fine. Ah, finally, last stage here. And I am badly trying to remember what happens. He falls off. What happens next? Something about a carousel in it. Yes, okay. There he is. I thought so. wonder how bad this is going to be. Ooh, bad. Okay. So I can survive long enough after he... Oh, there's even a tail for the coming cart. Cool. Really? Don't tell me I was close. Okay. Alright, well, I've rambled on for long enough. I've kind of given you a little bit of my life situation where we're at right now, so I think I've worn your ears off plenty. All we did was get through a running gun level, but it's better than it has been. Maybe next time we'll try to take on one of these that we haven't finished yet. So, keep in tune. Maybe next episode I'll fill in on something else that's been going on. Until then, we'll see you next time. Have a great week. Peace out.